Leave it.
Of course, the Boston Celtics and Utah Jazz going at it right now. Two teams, it appears to be heading in different directions at this point. We've seen the Boston Celtics have been extremely hot. The Utah Jazz, not so much. Jumbling with the starting lineup, trying to change some things up. Let's start with Utah. What's going on there?
It has been a roller coaster because they had a period there before the All-Star break where they were playing lights-out basketball and just shutting people down, getting the stops, the ball was moving. And to me, Ro, I think they're overanalyzing the Mike Conley thing. Figure out who you want to start, Quinn Snyder, and start him. The bigger problem is 3 minutes to go in the game. Who's your five that you believe out to close out the ball game? Because we know now in the NBA, I talk about with my son Trey, starting is great, but sometimes it's overanalyzed. Because late game, who does the coach believe in? Who does the coach say these five guys are going to execute on offense, get the right shot, and on defense, help the helper and get a stop? So right now, we look at these standings. The Jazz, I think, should stay where they are, even though the Thunder have been solid.
They should. Hey, the Thunder are creeping.
And Jerry, just correct me. It's not small ball. It's micro ball.
Micro ball. That's what they're calling it.
I don't mind being corrected, and I kind of like it. So micro ball. If that backcourt can play like they showed us tonight, then they can win some ball games. Go deep in the West. I'm not sold on that yet, Ro. That micro ball can take me all the way in the West. I'm not sold on that yet.
That remains to be seen in Houston. What are they, 9-2 now since they've gone to micro ball? It's been effective so far.
It's fun. I'm not going to lie. It's fun. I think Kevin McHale talked about the other night. As you get deep into the playoffs, not even deep, it's that first round, offensive rebound. Can you gang rebound with micro ball and keep those big guys off the glass? Because a lot of jump shots. Let's call it what it is with micro ball. Less post-ups, a lot of drives and kicks, and a lot of threes. So that means a lot of long rebounds. Who is willing to get in there and do the dirty work?
Well, we know Boston, they've been doing a lot of dirty work, especially Mr. Jason Tatum in the month of February, averaging over 30 points per game, shooting 49% from downtown. All this, a lot being done while Kemba Walker is out. The Boston Celtics, you look at them right now, and what do you see? What are their prospects? Are they a true contender?
They're a true contender because they have multiple guys, and now Gordon Hayward is starting to find his stride, knock down shots. Jaylen Brown finally figured out he had those, two sprained ankles for a minute. He's starting to get that. But Tice is really the key because he's the big guy that rebounds, sets all those screens for Kemba, Tatum, Brown.
Everybody.
He does all the dirty stuff. So if they can keep him healthy, rebounding, blocking shots, they have enough scoring with Kemba and the rest of those guys.
Definitely have plenty of scoring now. I'm looking at Jason Tatum because he's been extremely impressive. It seems like he's starting to come into his own as a true superstar. And he likes to rise to the occasion when he's on national TV. We saw what he did against the Lakers. Tonight he's doing his thing as well. So far has 23, and it's not even halftime yet.
We always say the teams that have a guy or two that can take over a ball game or a quarter and lead the way have a chance to win it all. You hit around the head. Now Jason Tatum has one step ahead of the rest of those young guys on this team saying, yeah, Jaylen Brown, you got your money, well-deserved. Gordon Hayward, well-deserved, but when it's time to get that closing bucket, give the ball to me. And he's willing to make that pass now out of the double team, or when he see a double team come to say, you know what, I trust Kemba, I trust Jaylen, I trust Gordon. They're going to make the right play or knock down the shot.
Yeah, he's really starting to figure things out. I've just been really enjoying watching him play. We've seen him go for career highs so far. Just saw him drop 41 against the Lakers. Saw that game, that classic one against the Clippers before the All-Star break. He just seems to be very cerebral and really start to understand the game a lot more now.
Well, let's give Brad Stevens a little credit because for a minute there we were wondering, okay, Brad, you were doing so good, all these ETOs, out-of-bound plays you were calling. How do you get these young guys playing great basketball and playing with one another and then let the cream rise to the top? And I think that's what Tatum has shown us now before the All-Star break, to your point. And since then, 7 weeks left, 7.5 weeks left in this season, they want to see if they can move up. Could make 3-6, 3-7. The Nets, you start looking behind you like, who do I really want to play, knowing that maybe I face Milwaukee or Toronto. We know that's going to be what it is.
I'm glad that you said Milwaukee because we know that these two have faced off the last 2 seasons in the playoffs. We've seen what's happened with Philadelphia. That's the team that's been looked at as maybe somebody that can challenge Milwaukee. We know Miami could possibly challenge, but the Boston Celtics, are they legitimately the only team right now as currently constructed that could truly give Milwaukee a challenge?
Yeah, they have the firepower. That's the key. They have the firepower, and they have enough bodies to throw at Giannis. And that's always the key, too, is how many bodies can you throw at Giannis? Can you keep him working? And because he's coming downhill all game long. Now, Chris Middleton, who's been playing solid in the All-Star break, we know he's a catch and shoot, put the ball on the floor, get to the mid-range. But Boston, they have 4 guys that can flat out score the basketball, but Tyson's still that key big body down low, do the dirty work in the paint.
He's like the key. He's like the glue right there, holding it down for the Boston Celtics. We'll check right in before halftime. Listen, Jason Tatum, he's been outstanding on the offensive end, but apparently he can do a couple of things on the defensive side as well. You see that in a second after you see what he does here.
Oh, my goodness.
That was pretty.
So smooth.
That's like 70s ABA style. Now, here's the defensive end. Check this, 3D.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm
seeing no foul. Spider wanted to foul. Like, no, get on up, Spider. All-star and all-star, get on up.
First time all-star, and yeah, he's definitely talking to the refs, having a conversation. Him and Smart.
Marcus said, man, get on back, man. Get on back. What no foul? Let's see. Good. Well, Marcus Smart might have got a little elbow soup with that one.
He might have.
Wait, watch that right hand. Oh, yeah, come on, Marcus, you fouled it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If you're
Marcus,
Donovan Mitchell, you might expect to get the whistle blown right there at that point, right before halftime. Boston up by 2 at halftime. We will be keeping an eye on this. Tatum, 25 points already. Will he go for 50? Might want to stick around.